Hey bees, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be doing the 2022 recap. So this is my first year filming this. I think in 2021 was my first year making a vision board for 2022, so I'm super excited to recap my year and let's talk about it. So here is my vision board. Let me give you guys a nice little close-up, that way you guys can get all the goods. What I did, I do have a video about it. If you guys want to watch it, I'll link it either down below or I'll put a little card for you guys to click on it afterwards if you guys are interested in rewatching or maybe getting ideas for yourself. So what I did was I went to CVS and I just got a random magazine that had a lot of the things that I really wanted, and in 2021 I wanted to grow a lot more. I wanted to be a little bit more self-aware about the words that I say. I also wanted to be more about like being mindful and more self-care and self-growth within myself. So as you guys can tell, this has a lot of what I wanted to work on. So I'm just going to read a little bit of what is on here. Because it has been a whole year since I've like looked at it. Well, I look at it every day, but it's been a whole year since you guys have seen it. So just to give you guys a little bit of a refresher. So mindfulness, I put set your intentions. When you wake up, tell yourself, I'm glad I'm alive. Might be present as possible for myself and others. Mold a new life for yourself. Take a break. Set your intentions. Take your time. Fully feel your emotions authentically. Let your wings fly to become an active listener. Eat mindfully to combat and prevent health issues. Choosing a hobby for social connection and interaction. Keeping a food diary, stronger relationships, enter a relaxation state. So those are some of the things that I wrote on here or put on here as what I wanted to work on. So we're just gonna go over them and see how much I've grown, and if there's anything else that I feel like I should do for this year. I know that I should have made a vision board for going into 2023, but it's okay because we're still in the first month and so we're still figuring out our lives. Okay, there's already so much going on. Anyways, so let's just start off with a random one. This one, begin where you are right now. This one at the bottom is really hard for me was really hard for me because I was my worst critic. As humans, we're so mean to ourselves, but especially myself, because I feel that I constantly am hard on myself. I don't give myself leeway. I'm not kind. And when something goes wrong in a conversation or at school, in relationships, I feel like it's my fault all the time, and I blame myself and I fold 100%. And so I hated where I was in my life. My self-confidence was not there. I was actually at my lowest in 2021 and then half of the year of 2022, which we'll get into here soon. But I was at my lowest self-confidence and I just didn't know how to start. I felt like I needed a role model to look up to all the time, which was my downfall in 2022, but definitely my uphill, because I feel like I am at a comfort place for me and I definitely want to grow a lot more. But I feel like in 2022 I really did struggle to find myself, not find myself because I feel like everyone uses that word, but find some self-confidence that I didn't have the years prior. So it's really hard for myself to start where I am because I really did not like the person that I was. And so I would kind of mimic or find a role model to follow behind, and that was always my downfall. I always needed a leader. I was never a leader. I was always a follower. So that's the truth. Next one is eat mindfully to help combat and prevent health issues. As you guys know, or if you guys didn't watch, I had a lot of health issues in 2022. I was at my heaviest. I weighed 233 pounds, and this is me being brutally honest. I'm not ashamed of where I was and where I am now because it's part of my journey and it's my story. And if you have to judge somebody based on where they're starting off at and where they're trying to get to, that's just that just shows where you are in your life. But I'm really happy where I am. And as you guys know, I had pre-diabetes. I had a skin infection that was really bad. I don't even know how I got that skin infection. And I didn't have my period for a long time. I was having ovarian cyst. I no longer have ovarian cyst. I no longer have pre-diabetes. I lost 30 pounds. I lost 30 pounds, so that's a big accomplishment. And I don't have a skin condition anymore, thankfully. And I got my period back. So I feel like this year it just like changed so quickly, and it's insane. It truly is how fast things change and can change in 1 year. Life puts you through a lot, and that's why I like going back and thinking about what I've done in the previous year, because I think it's amazing to remember where you were. All right, let's go ahead and move on. I don't want to make this video too long because, I mean, yeah, but I wanted to make it because I want it for myself and document it for myself, and that's why I'm trying to be authentic with my responses and what I'm saying. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let your own wings fly too. Okay, this one hits home a lot because I have always been a person who is a people pleaser. I love people pleasing. I know how to change the way I am, and I know how to mold my characteristics, and I know how to change my attitude. I know how to change my voices sometimes, and it's kind of like shape-shifting, but not really, but it kind of is. I mold myself into the people that I am around, and this happens to a lot of people, not just myself. You act different when you're around your friends, your girlfriends from high school or your girlfriends from college than you do with your family and your boyfriend. It's just a different dynamic, and I'm very good at doing that. So let's say I'm the type of person that is a homebody. I like to stay home. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't live the wild life. It's just never been me. I love being a homebody. But if I was around people who like to go out, like to go party, like to drink, I will mold myself into being that person so that person can like me. And so I constantly, again, a thing of being a follower, I just followed whoever I felt like had the most confidence in them, and I was always attracted to that since I was in middle school, to be honest, because I didn't have that much self-confidence since then. I was severely bullied in middle school, so that really impacted my life, and I don't hate those memories. I really love them and appreciate them because it made me the soldier that I am now. I don't like to let people see me sweat, and I consider myself really strong, and I didn't think of that before. And so that's why I like this quote, let your wings fly too. I think it's important to help others, but most importantly, help yourself in whatever situation you're in. No one else is going to put you before them. You need to put yourself before anybody else. That comes with friendships, relationships, even family. Sometimes you have to set boundaries, and I've definitely learned that I need to set boundaries with friends, relationships, and even family. And I went through a lot of drama with my personal family, and that helped me learn how to set boundaries and kind of distance myself and more of keep to myself. I was always one of those people that blurted out a lot of information that people would use against me, and I just trusted too much, and I didn't know how to keep things to myself. But now I do, and I really love the growth that I've made, and the more I'm talking about it, I'm like, wow, I really did grow a lot. Moving on, take a break. This has to do with burnout, with your usual routine and chores. Take a 5-minute break, do something you're good at, notice how good you feel, and return to your work. So, as you guys know, I have been studying for this TEAS exam for an entire year now. I failed it 3 times already, or 2 times. I have failed it twice. And I am very scared to take it again because of how many times I failed. But it doesn't matter how many times you failed, it's how many times you get up and you keep going. And so I like this quote because, like I said, I'm very hard on myself. So when something goes wrong, I automatically think it's my fault, but it's not. It might be the way that I'm learning. It might be that I'm being too hard on myself and I'm not giving myself time to relax and take a break. And being in a constant state of, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. It has to be perfect. Like, I can't mess up. And not taking a break and doing something that you're really good at has a huge impact in your mental state, because you're gonna constantly think that you're never good at anything because you constantly do things that you're not good at, that you're not, it's not that you're not good at it, but you haven't mastered that skill. And it takes time to master how to study, how to remember things, how to skateboard, how to play basketball. Like, it takes time and practice. And that's why I think I really loved that quote when I put it on there, because you want to take time out of the stuff that you're not mastered in and go into the stuff that you're really, really good at, and make yourself feel better, build up your ego, build up your confidence, saying, I can do anything, and I can do anything I set my mind to, because if I'm good at this and other people aren't good at this and they're trying to get to where I am, then I need to keep pushing myself to get better at this. So for me personally, I felt like I was really bad at putting, again, myself first, and my self-confidence, my self-love. I was really bad at it. I always made sure that everybody else was okay, and I had attached myself to a specific person in my life, who I constantly gave advice to, who I constantly was there for. And this is no shade or no tea about this other person. I have respect for them, and I wish them the best, and I'll always be around if they ever need me. But me personally, when I attached myself to this person, I really saw them as a role model, and they weren't there in their personal life yet. They were still struggling, and I think that they had a lot going on to where I made it my own problems, and I wasn't focusing on myself and my issues and my problems. And so I would burn myself out in their situations, but I never try to improve my own. And so that actually happened until June or August of 2022. It took up a huge chunk of my year focusing on this person, and I wasn't receiving anything back other than stories, to be honest, from like their past life. And so but they did give me the biggest lesson in life, and I'll always take it with me everywhere I go. I feel like I really mastered becoming an active listener. It has to do a lot with people pleasing. I am a great listener. I will listen to you talk. I will listen to you babble on for hours. If you call me in the middle of the night, I was always the person that would pick up and answer the phone. So I think that I really became a professional, and now I have to start listening to myself. Let's see. Discover the sound of silence. Take a minute to close your eyes and just listen without labeling or judging. Are there birds singing that you hadn't noticed? Okay, so for me, I hate being alone. Silence is very scary for me because I have always been around chaos, whether, like I said, it's with family, friends. I've always been around chaos. And so when it comes to silence, it's something that I am not used to, and it's scary. And so I talk to this a lot with my friend Alex. I tell her that I hate being alone. I have to constantly either be on the phone with somebody, texting, or be with somebody in person. I hated being home alone and going out alone in general, and I would cry sometimes to Chris, my boyfriend, to go with me to Target or to go with me to Marshall's. Like, I hated going anywhere alone. And so it became a dependency issue a lot, and so I didn't know how to become my own independent person, and this shows you how much I struggled with my self-confidence. And so I started getting into therapy, and this is going to tie the whole video together and how my year ended for this 2022 year. I got into therapy, and therapy was one of the best things that I've done for myself. I had been considering it for a very long time because of my past trauma, because I was severely bullied, because I had, you know, family issues that were also holding me down in middle school. Family issues currently with cousins, friends, families, and I just went through a lot in 2022 that I finally got into therapy in August when I was at my lowest. I had switched therapist, I think in like September, and I've been with my same therapist, I think since October. And I love my therapist. I think that we have a great connection, and I constantly look for somebody who is willing to give me advice. And some therapists, that's just not their way. Giving advice, they mostly just listen and ask questions. She listens, she asks questions, she has a normal conversation with me, and I love her. She's literally one of my favorite people in my life because she really helped me be to where I am today, and I'm truly grateful for her. I don't want to cry, but I'm truly grateful for her and my growth. And this is why I say in almost every video, please consider going to therapy, because even though you don't think that you don't need it, you do. Everyone needs therapy, whether it's issues that is small, big, it doesn't matter. The other day I was crying. I was literally bawling my eyes out because I think I only have like 4 to 5 sessions with my therapist before I no longer have therapy. But I'm definitely going to call my Medi-Cal, or what is it? My insurance company. I don't have Medi-Cal. My insurance company to ask if I can get more sessions with her, because I feel like I'm not done working on myself, and I don't think that a insurance company decides when I should stop going to therapy, because they don't go to my therapy session. So I'm definitely gonna fight for what I know I need. So I think that everyone needs to be in therapy, and find it. Go call your insurance company. Even if they cover only 50% of it or 75% of it or 100% of it, you need to go, because I wouldn't be where I am today. And I had stopped a conversation that I was having with you guys. So the other day I was bawling my eyes out to Chris because I only had like 4 to 5 sessions with my therapist, and he was like, it's gonna be okay, like you have me to talk to. And I'm like, I don't want to talk to you about the things that I talked to her about. And he took that very personally, and I understand why, because it was kind of harsh the way I said it. But the way I put it is, you can talk to your friends, you can talk to your significant other, you can talk to your family, but all of those people are going to have a biased opinion, and they are eventually going to get tired of the small things that you notice. For example, I notice a lot of small things and I take them very personally, and for that other person, they might think, oh my god, you're being crazy, you're being dramatic, like you're just thinking of this, and it's nothing far but the truth. But I don't want to hear that. I want to hear advice, and I want to talk about it. I want to know why I'm thinking this way. And so that's what I had explained to him. I was like, it has nothing to do with you. It's just I notice too many small things about your family, about my family, that bugs me. I notice things about my friends. I notice things about myself, and I don't want to constantly bombard you with issues and problems, because that's not what a relationship is. And I just need someone to talk to who's not going to be biased, who is going to give me advice, and who's going to be solely there for me just to listen to me about my problems for an hour. I'm like, I don't think you want to listen about small things about me for like an hour. I'm like, you already have enough of me. Like, you listen way too much, and I'm already a handful. But yeah, guys, that is my 2022 year, basically. Just to end it, I'm very happy right now. I still feel like I need a lot of growth, and but my self-confidence has definitely gotten a lot better. I feel like I am at a healthy state right now than I was a couple years ago. I feel like now I can really defend myself and stand up for myself, unlike the past years. Like I said, I was a people pleaser, so I definitely feel like I've grown quite a bit from where I was before, but I still have so much more growth to go through. And that's gonna be my video for next time, which is going to be my 2023 vision board, which I have yet to make. obviously. I'm gonna have to make a whole video about it, but I'm gonna be making it today, so I'm super excited. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your time, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know it was a really lengthy one and it was just me talking, so I'll try to cut it down. But I feel like this is the first time that I've actually talked to you guys about myself. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a great year, and yeah, bye bees.